Do you ever feel like your mind just won't stop? Like you're trapped in an endless loop of what ifs and what nows? It's exhausting, isn't it? But what if I told you the way out of this cycle has been hidden in plain sight for over 2,000 years? A simple idea that kings and queens used to stay calm while facing wars, plagues, and the collapse of entire empires. Stick around because in the next few minutes, we'll uncover this ancient secret and how it can instantly help you calm your mind, no matter what life throws at you. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand this life-changing idea, you'll know exactly how to use it to transform your anxiety into peace. This is the ancient secret to instantly calm your mind. Stress, anxiety, overwhelm. These aren't just words anymore. They've become the default state for so many of us. You feel it creeping in before you even get out of bed, that endless to-do list waiting for you. The decisions you're already second-guessing, the worries about things that haven't even happened yet. Think about it. You're sitting at work, trying to focus, but your mind keeps wandering. Did you forget something? What if that email wasn't good enough? Later, you're at home, scrolling through social media, comparing yourself to others who seem to have it all figured out. Suddenly, your chest feels tight and your thoughts start racing. It's not just in your head, it's in your body too. The tension in your shoulders, the restless nights. Stress doesn't just stay in your mind, it shows up everywhere. And let's be honest, it's exhausting. You're not just juggling tasks. You're carrying the weight of uncertainty, comparisons and expectations, yours and everyone else's. Maybe it's the pressure to succeed, to be everything to everyone, or simply to keep it all together. Whatever it is, it feels like a storm you can't escape. And then there's that inner voice, the one that keeps whispering, what if you fail? What if you're not enough? It's relentless. No matter how much you try to quiet it, it's always there, making the simplest moments feel heavier than they should. Here's the truth. This constant state of overthinking and worry. It's not just tiring, it's holding you back. It steals your energy, your focus, and worst of all, your peace of mind. What if there was a way to stop this cycle? What if there was a way to regain control, not over the chaos around you, but over the way you handle it? The good news? There is. And the answer isn't some modern-day hack or quick fix. It's rooted in wisdom that's thousands of years old, a philosophy that's as powerful today as it was then. So, what's the secret to overcoming that endless cycle of anxiety and stress? It's an idea that's as simple as it is powerful. Focus only on what you can control and let go of everything else. This principle comes from Stoicism, a philosophy that's endured for thousands of years, and it's known as the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a Greek philosopher who was born a slave and rose to become one of the greatest thinkers of his time, put it like this: some things are up to us, and some things are not. In just a few words, he captured the essence of how to live a calm, focused life, even in the face of chaos. Here's how it works. Epictetus explains that we should divide everything we encounter into two categories. 1, things we can control, like our actions, thoughts, and responses. 2, things we can't control, like other people's opinions, the past, or even the weather. The problem is most of us spend our energy worrying about things in that second category, the ones we can't do anything about. We replay past mistakes, obsess over how others see us, or stress about situations completely out of our hands, and that's exactly what keeps us stuck in a state of anxiety. But here's the transformative part. When you shift your focus to the first category, the things you can control, you free yourself from that unnecessary burden. It's not about ignoring life's challenges. It's about reclaiming your power to decide how you show up in the face of them. This principle isn't just some abstract idea. It was the mental anchor for Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who faced more pressure than most of us will ever know. And it's just as relevant today. Think about it. How would your life change if you stopped stressing over what others think and started focusing on your own values and actions? What if you could take a deep breath and say, this is out of my hands, but this I can do something about? To see how this principle works in real life, let's look at a moment in history when everything seemed to be falling apart and how one man used this idea to stay calm and in control. Imagine this. The year is 170 AD, and the Roman Empire is in turmoil. Barbarians are threatening the borders, political rivals are plotting behind closed doors, and the plague is devastating the population. At the center of it all is one man, Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king. He's not just a ruler, he's a father, a husband, and a man carrying the weight of an empire on his shoulders. Yet despite the chaos around him, Marcus doesn't crumble under the pressure. Instead, he turns to his journal, and in it, he writes something profound. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus didn't just face external pressures. He dealt with betrayal from close allies, political plots to undermine him, and the emotional burden of losing loved ones to the plague. Can you imagine carrying all that and still leading with calm? Yet he did, because he knew he couldn't control the actions of others or the spread of disease, but he could control how he responded. Through his writing, he reminded himself daily of this simple but profound truth. Think about that for a moment. Here's a man facing challenges most of us can't even imagine: war, betrayal, a collapsing society. And instead of being consumed by stress or fear, he focuses on the things he can control: his own thoughts and his own reactions. Marcus Aurelius showed us that even in the face of unimaginable chaos, focusing on what you can control can bring clarity and strength. But what does that look like for you and me, living in the modern world? Let's break it down into simple, practical steps you can start using today. Step 1, divide and conquer. Start by grabbing a piece of paper or opening a notes app on your phone. Create 2 columns. Label one what I can control and the other what I can't control. Take a few minutes to list everything that's been weighing on you. Be honest, big or small, put it all down. For example, let's say you're worried about an upcoming presentation at work. You can't control whether your boss loves it, but you can control how much effort you put into preparing and practicing. The act of separating these worries into 2 categories is incredibly freeing. It allows you to focus your energy where it actually makes a difference. Step 2, take intentional action. Look at the what I can control column. Choose one small, meaningful action you can take right now to move forward. The key is momentum. Even the smallest step can remind you that you have agency. Let's say you've had a disagreement with a friend. You can't control how they feel or whether they'll apologize, but you can control how you approach the situation. Maybe it's reaching out to have a conversation or simply deciding to let go of resentment. Taking even one small step forward can be incredibly empowering. Step 3, let go of the rest. This is the hardest step, but it's also the most powerful. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing freedom. It's recognizing that holding on to things outside your control is like gripping a rope that only burns your hands the tighter you hold. Imagine the relief of opening your hands, of releasing that burden. Say it out loud if you need to. This doesn't deserve my energy. Letting go is a practice, but each time you do, you're reclaiming energy and focus for what truly matters. And with that, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. At the heart of it all, the dichotomy of control isn't just another tip for managing stress. It's a secret to living with clarity and purpose. A secret that's been quietly guiding some of history's greatest minds through their toughest challenges. But this isn't a secret meant to stay hidden. It's one you can use starting right now. Imagine what your life could look like if every time stress or anxiety crept in, you asked yourself just one question. Is this within my control? Imagine the freedom, the focus, the peace of mind you'd gain by letting go of what doesn't serve you. This ancient wisdom has stood the test of time for one reason. It works, and now it's your turn to use it. Because while you can't always control what happens, you can always control how you respond. And that response? That's where your true power lies. This isn't just philosophy, it's your secret weapon for a calmer, stronger, more intentional life.